Hey everybody, Captain Algebra here, and this is my response video to Nefarious Wes's top 5 most expensive Super Nintendo games in my collection. Check out what those are after the break. Alright, so Nefarious Wes posted a video a couple of weeks ago about the 5 most expensive games in his Super Nintendo collection, and then he tagged me and Mike Tendo to share ours. So, this is my list. All the prices come from price charting, and they're all based on the loose prices. So it has nothing to do with their box or their manual at all. It's just solely based on the loose cartridge. So let's get started. Secret of Mana from Squaresoft, coming at $45.24.
Secret of Mana was suggested to me by JRMan331 when he found out I liked action RPGs rather than turn-based. I was able to find this a few months ago at a local shop with high hopes, but unfortunately, they were quickly dashed. While it is an action RPG, the style of fighting is not very fun. When you attack, your weapon charges up to 100%, so basically you can keep attacking and just get small HP off the enemy, or you can wait around till the weapon is fully charged and attack again. It is very frustrating. And on top of that, if you get knocked down, it takes forever to get back up. This can lead to some pretty bad situations where enemies are continually attacking you while you're on the ground until you die, and you are never able to get back up and defend yourself. There are some redeeming qualities. For example, I really enjoy the story so far, and the music is fantastic. It's also cool that you can play multiplayer once you get other members in your party. Unfortunately, the gameplay just ruins it for me. Every other game on this list I wanted to keep playing while I was recording gameplay footage, but when it came to this one, I couldn't wait for it to be done. If I play this with a friend, I'm sure I will enjoy it much more.
Tecmo Super Bowl II Special Edition, coming in at $52.40.
Last summer, I was at a math conference and I spotted this garage sale during lunch, so I called my wife and she went down there and sent me pictures of some of the games, and I told her what I wanted. This game was only about $5 and I could not believe my eyes when I looked up what it was worth. I was completely shocked. I had no idea it was going to be worth this much. It plays like your typical Tecmo football games with some simple plays and easy controls. I especially like that they still have the cutscenes for touchdowns, sacks, field goals, etc. Running is still the best way to move the ball, even if you aren't Bo Jackson, but you can still get some decent passing plays going if you call the right play and have time to get your man the ball. It is no Super Tecmo Bowl on the NES, but it's still a solid game that you should definitely pick up if you can find it for a decent price.
Sunset Riders from Konami, coming in at $67.83.
This game was always on my radar, but I didn't want to pay the price it was going for. Luckily, my buddy Brian had it, and he finally decided to sell all his Super Nintendo stuff. I got this with about 25 other games, instruction manuals, the system, and the Super Scope for about $300. I love the arcade feel of this as you go through each level trying to get the reward for the boss at the end. Each difficulty increases the speed of the bullets and enemies and definitely keeps you on your toes. You can get upgrades to your weapon so you have 2 guns and also shoot more bullets. This is absolutely essential if you want to make it through this game. It is another great couch co-op game, but some of the bosses get tough. I've gotten close to beating this one once when I made it to the last boss, but I couldn't quite finish him off. Most of the time, I can't get past the boss on stage 5, but it's still a fun game to jump into and play. If you can find this, definitely pick it up. It is worth the price of admission.
Mega Man X2 from Capcom at $94.62.
I was able to pick this game up from Game Corner when I had some trade-in credit. I was trying to decide between getting a lot of cheaper titles or going for a more expensive game. I chose this game and it was definitely a great decision. Growing up, the only Mega Man games I played were the first one on NES and the third on Game Boy. I've always been partial to those, and even when I first heard of the X series, I wasn't too interested. Now that I've spent time recording gameplay, I really want to give these games a shot. Controlling Mega Man has never been better, as you dash and climb up walls through the levels. You can still charge up your X-Buster, as well as get new items from each boss, called Mavericks. As usual, each Maverick is weak to certain weapons. Although they don't seem as weak as they were in other Mega Man games, I'm glad they still kept this a part of the game. You can also upgrade your helmet, legs, arm, and body to give you different abilities by finding hidden items throughout the levels. This game has so much to offer, I really need to start playing this series soon.
Chrono Trigger from Squaresoft, coming in at $100.10.
I don't usually like to spend this much on a single game, and to this day, this is still the most I've ever spent. I picked it up a couple years ago when I saw it at a local shop. They wanted $120, but we haggled a little bit and settled on $100. I was a little nervous when I bought it, since I'm not a huge RPG fan, especially turn-based. Everyone always talked about how good it is, so I figured, why not give it a chance? It is still a turn-based RPG, but the battle system is unique, as you need to wait for your meter to be full to attack. During this time, enemies move around and can also attack you. Your magic consists of techs, and you can even combine techs with another person as long as you both have your meter charged up. This results in some pretty sweet attacks like Fire Whirl and X-Strike. Like most RPGs of this time, the music is fantastic. I constantly found myself humming along as I played. This game also has a ton of different endings, depending on what time period you kill the final boss. I have never actually finished this game, even though I've started it a few times. While recording gameplay, I was having a ton of fun and look forward to actually finishing it this time. This is a game I can definitely say was worth the price I paid.
So there you go. Those are the 5 most expensive games in my Super Nintendo collection. So now, just like Nefarious Wes did with me and Mike Tendo, I'm going to tag 2 YouTubers to make a response video for the top 5 most expensive Super Nintendo games in their collection. So I'm going to go with Back in the Gamer and Do You Nerd. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, this is Captain Algebra, signing off.